Good morning, welcome to my auction. I want to tell a bit about this 1972 CB750 that I'm putting on. Very excited about this bike. It's been an absolute pleasure to work on and also to be able to ride. My wife does not want me to own a motorcycle, but I can do this and satisfy my love of vintage Hondas and also get to ride them a little bit. I am the third owner of this bike that I know since 1978. The bike originally was in Wisconsin. It was within that family since 2013 when it was sold to the gentleman that I purchased it from in 2023. I think the Wisconsin explains the low mileage on it. It has 11,700 miles now. I'm sure in Wisconsin the riding season is pretty short. This bike has been maintained throughout its life. It is very original. I have receipts to go along with the bike that show typical maintenance things done to it. When I got the bike, I first went through it very carefully. You'll see I've got pictures of where I drained the oil, scoped the engine, did compression check and things like that. It is in very good mechanical condition by everything that I can tell. The previous owner in Ohio had the tank and the side covers repainted the beautiful sunflake orange. This paint job is absolutely spectacular. The rest of the bike is basically completely original that I can tell. The wire and harness, the frame, all of that is correct. Everything is the correct original Honda parts. The frame has a little bit of surface rust in places. This is about as bad as it gets. Right there, you'll see pictures where I put some Pour 15 over a little surface rust under the tank just because I had the tank off and it seemed silly not to do it at that time. What I've done since I've gotten the bike, after going through it, a couple issues I had to address. Had some front brake issues, replaced a boot. The biggest thing was the wheel cylinder was dragging, and also I discovered that somebody had drilled a hole in the end of it and put a bolt, I'm assuming to push out a piston that was stuck. Also, when I took it apart, the piston had too much corrosion. So I did get a correct piece and resource this, and the front brakes are working as they should. Another issue I had, there is a crack in the headlight bucket right here. That has been repaired, and I put resin and cloth on the inside, and you can see that in the pictures. I didn't want to get a reproduction bucket. Since the bike is so original, I wanted to keep it like it originally came. I also had the gauges rebuilt by Randy Cycle. The mileage was kept the same, and I have pictures of that within the gallery. The bike rides beautifully. It pulls so well, and I'll have a driving video that goes along with it. Along with the documentation is a title from 1978. One thing you'll see on the title is that they use the engine number instead of the frame VIN number. The title is now correct, but if you do see that original title and you wonder why the engine number is there instead of the VIN number on the frame, it is because that's what Wisconsin did at that time. So once again, it's just a beautiful bike. I don't know if I'll ever have one this nice to work on and this original. Just a little teaser of what I have coming up. My next project is this 1971 CB750. This is also very original with the exception of the bars and obviously this front brake. This bike's a little different than the other one. This has been off the road since 1984. You can see it's sat for a long time, but it's got the original pipes on it, and I think the bike is going to be really fun and it'll be a really good project. So enjoy the auction. This is a beautiful, beautiful bike.